everyone to Akron, Ohio, and hold
Tell him the truth. What you tell him? What? What you tell him? What you tell him? A fucking lie. What you tell him?
Today, a battle in the Buckeye State, and battle lines will be drawn from Cleveland to Cincinnati.
I wasn't calling you sorry.
Yes, you was.
No, I said that's some trifling, lazy stuff. No, I didn't say you were sorry. I wouldn't call you sorry. You need to stop doing sorry stuff.
No, you said you're so sorry. You did say that.
I did not say that.
Yeah, yes,
that's a lie.
And Mike, you didn't call me sorry,
Don't
right?
bring Mike in this. He need to go to bed. I did not call you sorry. No. What I tell you this morning? I said, Zanaya, the next time your mama asks you to do something, just do it. It ain't my clothes. It ain't mine. It ain't this. It ain't that. Ain't nobody ask you all that shit.
Brings to the table. He can run it, he can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young man.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
That had been
And he was not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking the shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Fires into traffic and picked off.
You don't finish it. He said the same thing over and over. Oh, really?
Just like I told you, why don't you shut me up? You do. He right. You do the same stuff over and over. Nah, he not supposed to be on your side. He's supposed to use logic like he's a man, like he's supposed to use. Yeah, well then stop asking his opinion.
Just shut up and listen.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Nobody's supposed to shut up and listen. A real friend give you their fucking opinion. And I ain't call you sorry. I told you, I said stop doing lazy shit. I said because at the end of the day, when y'all come home in the house, we gotta feed y'all. Can't nobody sit there and be like, no you didn't. No you didn't.
You said what I said.
No you didn't. You ain't tell him all that. You lying.
I told him what you said, and I told him what that was going on. He was like, okay, but you said me always wrong, but you always doing stuff, making that
Right. Right. Thank you, Muzair. 3 years without your phone. I don't even know why these boys like you.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right?
A bag of chips. You are. You might be a bag of chips the way you act. But a bag of chips.
Wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coach did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense are hoping the run fix is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On second down, he'll fire. Time to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, BG.
He sound real cool and understanding. He right. And I don't call you names. I don't want to put you. No, I did not call you sorry. You lying. I did not call you names. I try my best not to call you names. Yeah, I don't call you names. I say the stuff that you doing is trifling, lazy, stuff you doing. Just like your mama said, Zanaya, ain't my jeans in the dryer. But who jeans did? We pulled out more jeans out the dryer that was yours than it was mama's. Because you doing lazy stuff. Stop doing sorry stuff.
Calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
You want to do lazy stuff.
When you put together a drive
They're
like
doing
that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
To throw, it's Bullock. And that pass is intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly.
Nah, he don't have to shut up and let you talk nothing.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not a good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big play.
Was wrong.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of
he know you.
And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He finds his man. Touchdown, Bowling Green. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Exactly. Lord have mercy, that little boy got some damn sense, man. I wish that was my son.
He missed the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive.
I don't know. If he got good sense, like that. If he got good sense like that, hell. Him and Mike.
Turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down to 29.
Right, too.
What they have dialed up in this drive.
You don't love me. You don't love me.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught near the sticks. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
If you did, you do right.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Fires and picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over.
Right, be in school playing around.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Back to pass, it's Bazelak. Getting some heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking off.
No, that's not how stuff works.
2nd down, he's looking downfield. Throws to the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to get
No, that's not how it works.
wrong, but sometimes QBs miss and it's an incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
That's not how it works.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Wide receiver shows motion. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. They'll line up to go for 2.
He said what?
Him and his dad have talked in one talk.
Do we not?
Setting up the screen. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive.
Yeah, so why don't you take heed? I mean, you're supposed to hang around people that's doing the same things as you. Okay, but why don't you take pride in your grades? Just like you in here, you.
And he'll bring it back.
Because you don't hear me when I talk. I mean, like, you whole crashed out when me and Mama went through your laptop. Yes, you did.
What are you doing?
Yeah, because you crashed out. Because you knew I was going to see all the bullshit you keep doing. In here, in the middle of class.
Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. Ignore. Should have ran a better route.
Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but not before he gets just...
Invading your privacy? Ain't no such thing. Do right. Good. You ain't got no privacy.
Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
They make the stop.
Right. I mean, is he lying though? And you told him what? I can't.
Early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
He's going for a big play downfield. Complete downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw, it's Bazelak. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, BG. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UConn had an impressive showing at home today. And I know the fans in stores are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. To the air, it's Bullock. Still looking, on the move. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, and the defense able to bring him down.
Well, that's their third quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
On defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, what a move to get open. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
What? And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Zips. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get...
He's got it down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. He wants to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Brings it in down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability, does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get...
Touchdown, Akron! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Johnson. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintained.
Wide open, he makes the catch. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
To the air on first down. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Hit as he throws. It's caught.
This quarterback is such a playmaker, and his arm is what makes him so special. Could this be the game that sends him to New York City for the Heisman Trophy? He's now got over 450 passing yards.
Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got some room to run. Touchdown, BG. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of it.
And they got him for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Gonna run it. It's Simmons. And he's not gonna get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Zips will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Bazelak. Fires left. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
He's looking for a man on second down. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors at our halftime update. The Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen in this.
Afterburners coming. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Zips. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Back to throw. It's Bazelak. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Hauls it in. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating it.
Touchdown, Bowling Green! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
56, Akron, 28.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Pulls it in. It's Norton. Crosses the 30. He's got away. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Stopped after making the catch.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Release to the back. And that pass picked off. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Akron. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Bazelak. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. He fires to the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He's got it, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Falcons. And the beatdown has ensued.
Bowling Green.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the second most played game in football is known as the Deep South's oldest rivalry, Auburn and Georgia, and it's gone final. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings.
They'll run it from the gun. The Zips will keep this drive going.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Zips are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Using his feet to buy time. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Zips! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback will audible. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And his It slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. 1st down for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Zips will have it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the move, it's Simmons. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Akron.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They've cut into this lead. It's down to 11 as they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Buying some time. Fires to the wideout. Lost the defense. He's wide open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. To the air, it's Bazelak. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Blasted as he lets it go. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Get it out on the screen. Makes his man miss. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Zips. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Quarterback checking the play. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got him and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling.
Offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Bazelak. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the pass. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception. Now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Pressure coming. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A 3rd and long coming up here. Gonna run it. It's Simmons. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good. Just over a minute to go. All tied up, guys. So we're going to get a finish here or headed to overtime. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the lines. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me a field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary in the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Looking for a man. It's Bazelak. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's golden. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. And the Zips will put total leather to crank us up. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Falcons' return team will have that offense backed up. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for a quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Dropping back, it's Bazelak. He's looking deep. Makes the grab on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for this offense. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Looking to throw, it's Bazelak. They're trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the Akron Zips offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. And now on 3rd down, shadow of their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet flowing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Zips come to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crosses across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Dances away from one. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Zips look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not
just keeps moving. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in.
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Bullock. Slings it downfield. On target over the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Akron.
And where did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
On the ground, it's Stewart. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Throws for the tight end. Picked off. How about that? Continues to fight for yards. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Bazelak. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in on the left. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. And he throws another interception. His 3rd of the night. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Zips.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I'm hearing more and more about linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. He's going to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. It's Bazelak getting some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Akron! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone in. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Coming after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the right. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. James Madison went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Dukes. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bazelak. Pocket starts to collapse. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Buys a little time. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, the long pass. Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. Today, an in-state clash between two teams from the state of Ohio, and here, football is important, and beating an in-state rival carries a little more weight. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Bowling Green Falcons, squaring off with another team from the map, the Akron Zips. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Zips will kick it away to start us off. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Back to throw. It's Bazelak. Got his man downfield.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Yeah, the defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense sitting him on the ground quickly.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wide receiver now comes in motion. 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Garcia. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Dropping back, it's Bazelak. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Bounced off his feet.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. On the move is the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, BG.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Zips offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
The give to the tailback. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. And the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wants to throw, it's Bullock. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. The Zips will send out the punt unit.
Number 36, on to kick it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on there.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game.
Looking to take a shot. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
Number 0.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Zips moving quickly to the line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
A loss of 6 yards on the play. Got it. Second down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. First down here for the offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Pass to 25. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Zips want to crank the tempo. On second down, wants to throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Zips. Reeled it in and just made the house call. It's a much needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Coastal Carolina has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Old Dominion. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bazelak. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Throwing right. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Comes out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle, H. Garcia. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Floating away. Fires on the move. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
And he got smacked just as he released a pass. It's incomplete. The Falcons in the hurry-up. On fourth down, going to the air. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Makes the grab. It's Golden. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Off to the races to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Akron. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something taken out.
And he puts through the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Set to kick it away.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense...
He's going to fire deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. It's complete to the right. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Line getting set on second down. To throw, it's Bazelak. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on it.
Trying to beat the D deep. The catch is made, but he's beyond the sideline, so they'll turn. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. And the Zips will hustle to the line. Going up top on first down. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Zips.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Bazelak. He lets one fly deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He'll let one go down the right side. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. He'll just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Adams. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Norton. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Zips have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Akron. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, Dave.
A little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the misfire, now on second down. To the air, it's Bazelak. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Pressure coming. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Falcons will boot it away to start the second half.
Bowling Green, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's golden. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense getting set for first down. The run to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field. But if nothing's open, boom. I take it and easily get a first down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Fires to the right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Oh, big juke to get past. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the Zips line it up with a 1st and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Give him 6. Touchdown Zips. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Bazelak. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They keep attacking through the air. Looking left. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got it.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going up top. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The big explosive play put them right on the edge, but you've got to finish the deal. Touchdown, Falcons! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen from Palmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. The Zips headed quickly to the line. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Bullock. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Makes a connection. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This offense has a second down play.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Bazelak. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's got an open man. Open runway ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And the Zips are threatening in the red zone. They want to run it left here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UTEP was able to cap off a close one inside the Sun Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed. Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Back to pass, it's Bazelak. He'll take another shot here. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Hauls it in. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Falcons are in the hurry-up.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge.
Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. First down here for the offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Rides to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the air, it's Bullock. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Zips send out the punt unit. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. He's going to run it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. That's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Dumps it to the back. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Pocket starts to collapse. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide in a season of